So around a year and a half ago, I went to my friend's place, William Chow, the godfather of anime in North America, also known as the King of Smut 95. I went to his place and we filmed a lot of his collection. I mean, he's got so much stuff, it is beyond reality. And I went over there and we filmed all day and I felt, oh my God, I didn't even scratch the surface of what this guy has. And I came back and I had over an hour's worth of footage and I'm like, oh my God. And I just didn't know how to assemble it because we'd done so many different kinds of setups. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it all together and show you guys today because there's a lot to get through. And it was very, very interesting for me personally being over there, checking out a lot of his collection. And to be honest with you, most of the collection we go over today is his CD collection. It's that big. It's ridiculous. And we filmed some other Laserdisc stuff and all that, and I'll show a bit of that at the end. But wow, I just thought I'd just throw it all together for people who have been asking, who wanted to see a bit of William's stuff. So let's go there right now.
Hi!
Hey, we're here to see your hentai collection.
Come on in.
So thanks for having me over. I'm so excited to see your entire collection of stuff. And I walk in and I'm like, what's this? And he goes, this is my music collection. And I'm like, what? So what is all of this stuff going on here?
Well, see, I collected a lot of music CDs, as well as anime. And so basically I started collecting all these different music CDs and that things from all the different sets. And so basically this part of my collection is basically all the different anime CDs that are available.
So yeah, take us through it all. Like this is all anime CDs. This is so amazingly 1990s, right? And there's a lot of really rare stuff in here.
Oh yeah, it's just the stuff from like the early days when things were switching onto CD from like records and audio cassettes.
Yes.
CDs were just starting to come out. So a lot of those very early soundtracks.
Were cassettes.
Yeah.
I even have some of those old cassettes. It's really strange. Like
absolutely.
I think Extra One and stuff like that. So what is up here to begin with?
Okay, so basically what I've done is there's different sets of CDs that were made available, and so what I did is I tried to collect every single CD in those particular sets.
Yeah.
And so basically what I've done is I filed them in numerical order according to the number in the set.
Wow.
Okay, so this entire series was referred to as the GG set.
So why is this the GG set? Was this about? Is this like this very early, or is this like?
What it is, the first company that made a lot of these anime CDs outside of Japan was something called the Sanmei Records. Right?
Yeah.
And they referred to themselves as the SM set, Sanmei.
Oh, right.
Okay. They had 400 CDs in that set, and that's basically all down here.
Wow. And you have every single one?
Yeah, 1 to 400 there.
Wow.
Okay. In addition, especially to your audience, they also made a game CD set.
Yes.
So that's where you get all your Final Fantasies and that kind of stuff. That's this entire set
so
right
this
here.
is all music from video games.
Yeah.
Wow.
So console games, computer games,
Hey, look at that. The first one I pull out is Ease 5.
Your favorite.
That's pretty good. I hope I put it in the right order.
So yeah, so that's all the game CDs. After that, they released a second set, which is referred to as the GA set.
Yeah.
Okay, and they also released a game set for that as well too.
So this is video games as well.
Yeah. So more anime, more video games.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like this section here, I'm just gonna pull out
a
whole bunch. This is cool. Jeez. I think I got it right here. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter the movie soundtrack, Street Fighter, volume, Street Fighter 2. Oh my God, how many? Another Street Fighter 2. That's probably just like, what is that one? You think?
That's the drama CD.
I thought that was just by looking at it, and yeah, just look at all these things.
Yeah. That's a cool one because that artwork's done by Satoshi Ushihara. We'll go over that a little bit later. That's one of the ones I picked out. So then, basically, in addition to music CDs that are part of the set, I also collected a lot of Japanese artists because I really was interested in Japanese pop music.
Yes, of course.
And so I looked after all these artists that sung these music that's in the anime.
Yeah.
What else do they sing?
Oh my! So you got all of their stuff as well.
So I started getting all this stuff. So for example, City Hunter, the opening theme song is done by TM Network.
Yeah.
So then I pulled out and basically looked up the listings, and then all of a sudden I ended up buying like a whole set of TM Network CDs.
Wow.
Example. They also did an anime called Carol, which is about themselves. And This is a pretty good set because as if the production work from them is done by a guy named Nile Rogers.
Wow.
You recognize that name? They do Duran Duran.
I do have to pull this out. This is not part of the CD collection, but I have to bring it really close here. Look at this. This is the Ease OVA Laserdiscs.
Yes, that's right.
I cannot believe you have the Laserdiscs of this. And how much was it? This is probably $150 back in the day or some.
$200 US.
$200 right there. But that's to have that. I'm so happy you pulled that out. And this is your Orange Road box set.
Yeah, this is my limited edition Orange Road OVA. What they call it, Memorial Sound Collection.
Yeah, I remember the Memorial. That kind of.
Now I did this on my channel, but the reason that this is so good is because I actually got this is one of the ones I got signed.
Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Okay, so the Orange Road box set comes with a special art book. Okay, and at the time, this the artist that does this is Akimi Takada.
Yeah.
And she does basically all the illustrations for Orange Road. And basically, it's the entire art book of all the covers and all the CD covers and all the lasers covers of all the artwork that's done in Orange Road. And what was really funny is that I brought this down to Anime Con 92.
Yes.
Where Akimi Takada was doing the autographs for it, right? And what's really funny is that, as I explained it, most everyone that was coming up getting stuff signed wasn't, shall we say, official merchandise.
Oh, it was like counterfeit.
Yeah, because the Orange Road's already been over for like 4 years, so there was no merchandise. So she's just signing all this stuff. It's like, this isn't Orange. This doesn't say Orange Road. This isn't my stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I bring this box in. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my God, what is this?
Yeah.
You open it up and it's actually a real thing. It's actually a real book. Anyway, so she actually signed it.
There we go.
And she put a little bit of art thing there.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
And then on the second one, which is this book here, this is for the OEVA box.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. It's artwork from all the different OEVA boxes. But the thing that she did on that, she actually not only signed it, but she actually started doing a sketch.
Oh, you have to be saying, please finish it, finish it.
Yeah.
Well, you got that. That's cool that she did that.
Yeah.
I really love her art. Her art is amazing.
Yes, amazing artwork.
Yeah. We need to get this on Blu-ray, this box set. Okay, so you have this Laserdisc out here, the Galaxy Fallen Yuna. What is this about?
Oh, this is one of my favorite Laserdiscs. Okay. As you know, that most Laserdiscs are like records. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll sit here. So they're basically like a 12-inch record, but except it's with silver pressed on it.
Yes.
But the thing that makes this one a little bit more unique is this one is pressed in pink.
What? I've never seen.
So the Unidisc is actually pressed in pink, and the artwork, if your camera can look at it,
try to get close.
It's etched in.
Oh, that'd be so hard for people to see, but you can see the characters engraved on it. Yeah. And let me say that I've seen so many Laserdiscs, and I've never seen a pink one.
Yeah, so that's what's so unique about these Unidiscs, and that makes it definitely one of my favorite ones in my collection. Okay, so because I watched your channel, I picked out some of the ones that are going to be probably your favorites.
Yeah.
So I decided to go over them. Yeah. So remember, this is the soundtrack for X01, classic anime, one of the very first CDs that actually came out.
I've never seen this on eBay, ever.
Yeah, because these are really hard to get. Because I said, this is in that era of where there's cassettes,
making the transition.
records, and then this is sort of one of the very first CDs that came out. These are one of the first ones I actually bought. So that's X01 and 2.
I'm blown away to see those. That's really amazing.
Okay, another very favorite one of yours is Project A-ko. Okay, so they had 4 Project A-ko. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
Okay.
This is like I just gotta say to the audience, this is real treasure. You can't even find this stuff on eBay.
This stuff is again really hard to get because Project A-ko was at the very beginning. Now this little thing I got was for Project A-ko 3. So when you bought this CD, this thing comes with it.
Whoa.
And this is the giant A-ko Robo that was in the movie.
That's
so that's a really cool.
Wow. Cool okay. These really are exciting to me. This is really awesome.
And another one of your favorite animes, Cowboy Bebop.
Can't be without that. That soundtrack is amazing.
That's a great soundtrack for that one.
Classic. Gunbusters.
Gunbusters. The soundtrack for Gunbusters. Also a really good one there for it.
Oh,
Now,
you got this is all Macross?
Macross. So these again, these are one of the first ones I actually got really into, is because I really love the singing for that Min-Mei does, right?
Yes.
So I was really interested in all these, the singing that she did in it, the movie,
And
the
back
TV
then,
series.
you kind of would buy CDs hoping there would be other songs on it.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff,
for example, this one's the song collection. So this is all her songs, including what she did in the movie, on the TV series, and all that stuff. So and concerts, that ending battle song,
Yeah, that's
all that
classic.
stuff
I
is all
love
on
that.
that one. That was a great one. And then the single seat.
Wow.
So those are just a number of the Macross CDs.
Oh, here we go. We're in
Okay.
Gundam land.
Gundam was also
I-
a bit of so Gundam 0080. Okay,
I'm
I love that.
applauding
Yeah,
over
I
here. I'm
love that
applauding.
opening theme song. Yeah,
It's so good. Yeah.
And then Gundam 0083. Okay,
I just got the Blu-ray of
Yeah.
these. Yeah.
083. I really like this one because this one also has the English version of the opening song in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
again, Mio actually not only does the Japanese version, but she also sings an English version on this one too. So it's really kind of cool. So 083. Movies for Gundam. This is the Gundam Charge Counterattack one.
that's
Yeah.
right,
Again, this one was done. The ending theme song has done by TM Network.
Yeah.
Okay, which is the one of those bands up there, which I have on my. I ended up buying all the CDs for that.
Oh, the end
band.
song is really
Yeah.
good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking
And
about.
it actually made it. It was actually pretty popular because it actually made it pretty high on the charts actually that
Yeah.
year. And Gundam F91.
You can just so tell the generations we're from, though.
It's like a classic F91. They made a symphonic suite of that one. Very popular CD for that one. I pulled this one out because this one is one of the very few places that I managed to find it.
I'm gonna zoom in on this. So
Okay.
Yeah.
This one has the ending theme song for Arion.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because that was one of my favorite songs in it. Because she's got a very haunting female voice in that song.
Yes.
And so
The
it took
whole
me.
Arion soundtrack is very haunting.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So it took me forever to find that because I couldn't actually find an Arion soundtrack that's on CD.
I have a couple on CD.
Yeah.
I have a couple Arions on CD.
Yeah. So I managed to find the. This is the first CD that I managed to find that song on, and it's on this CD. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I do have some Arion CDs.
Yeah. I eventually got some Arion tapes later on, but.
Nice. I have these guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Megazone 23.
Yeah.
Definitely a great song because again, Eve does some great singing in that. And,
Really nice.
And great
I
song
just
collection.
bought some vinyls of those.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to
definitely.
get that. Oh,
Okay.
it's a classic.
And of course, your AD&D classic, Lotus Wars, Record of Lotus Wars. So again, the image sounds on this one here. One of the things that we did when we fan subbed this is, I do believe it was on volume 3, I think it was. It has an English version of the opening theme song. And I slipped that into like episode 7, and I had all the people on the board talking about, oh my god, this is an English version! It sounds horrible!
Yeah, wow. There was an English version of the song?
Yes.
You know, I think
I just didn't know Fortune. Yeah, they made an English dub version of it. It's I think on the 3rd soundtrack. For
that's crazy.
that. And so yeah, that's one to look for. Another one of your CDs you met, Irresponsible Captain Tyler. Okay.
Wow.
So again, they made actually a numerous number of CDs for Captain Tyler.
That one you just had there is the only one I've ever had.
Yeah,
I've only got one.
Yeah, that's it. If you're really looking for all the theme songs though, that's the main one, the Captain Tyler theme song collection. And that'll contain all your opening and theme songs plus remixes as well.
Wow.
And that's definitely a classic one to get into.
I gotta say that you've been very busy over the years.
Yes. Well, as it.
Do you collect like you used to though? No.
No, I mean, it's that I don't like a lot of the new music nowadays,
Yeah.
and like a lot of the new animes just seem really,
Generic a bit?
kind of a little generic, and they don't have the same topics and the same kind of, I don't know.
I know. I think
Cool.
it's just a product of our time. We like the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Yes,
anime.
yeah.
I think that's okay to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Street Fighter the movie, that's the one that you want to get. It has that ending theme song from, which is really good. You want to get that one. Pat Labor, one of my favorite series for that series. Again, Pat Labor has like a whole pile of CDs. Okay, we're talking,
The movies
yeah,
and-
yeah. Well, that's the movies, the OVAs, but yeah, so that's the main vocal collection.
I suppose
That's
push
one
it
for
towards
the
the
TV.
camera more so.
Oh, what's it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
like
that's the TV. The second movie, They released a whole bunch of things called phases for the OVA set, so that's that's more like a symphonic collection. Here's the singles collection.
Nice. And that's got all the OVAs in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Whoa, that's some.
And this is still more pad labor.
What?
Yeah, this is.
Holy shit.
Okay. So yeah, they went on concert tour. So here's the concert tour CD. That's her, the voice actor doing the thing in live performance of it.
Oh yeah, they love doing that.
Phase 1. Then this is the TV collection. The soundtrack before they made the second movie, like.
This is pre-soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck is that?
Put all the theme song collection for the OVAs, and then each of the different ones for the TV, the first OVA series, they put a special title on. So this one's number 1 called Interface. Number 2 is Intercept. Number 3 is Intermission. Number 4 is Infinity. Right. Number 5 is what they call Phase 5. Number 6 is Intention. Get the you can see the theme.
Yes, exactly.
And then they actually number 7, which is named as the TV series for that one.
And then that's a really nice looking one.
Yeah,
there.
that's the 1999 version, sort of. That's the live for the movie. Yeah.
So you have like every single Pat Labor CD ever.
Pretty well. Yeah, I tried to collect
I think you have,
including even this one. This is a kind of a little bit of a rare one.
Push this one towards the camera. Oh yeah.
Okay. This is called Pat Labor Contact, okay?
Right.
And the reason why this is special is the disc is actually molded in gold.
I'm going to have to get closer to this. What the heck?
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other part about it is that the first 4 tracks of this, or first 5 tracks of this thing, is music CD. The last track, in order to access it, you put it into your Laserdisc player. And it plays a video on Laserdisc.
How does it look? Like, did you test it out?
Yeah. It plays like a Laserdisc.
Of course.
So
right.
Laserdisc quality video, but it's in the size of a CD. But you can only access it if you put it in a Laserdisc.
Yeah, because Laserdisc players did have that CD.
Yeah,
in
the
them
little
that you could put
insert.
in.
Yeah. So continuing on with more CDs that I've when I was watching your video, you mentioned Riding Bean is one of your favorite animes. So again, that's the soundtrack for Riding Bean. And again, there's some good English songs on this, right? Roadbuster, right?
Roadbuster's the best. Yeah. And it's too bad he lost the rights to that.
Yeah.
To the Yakuza. Did you hear that? When he was part of Armic, I think Galaforce, Riding Bean, and were to Armic, and so he signed away his rights. So that's why he never did Riding Bean again. Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, that's it.
So that's when he did this next.
So the next one you got, of course, is Gunsmith Cats,
which he completely owns, and that's why he made that.
So that's a good one there. And of course,
my.
Your favorite one.
Yes. Holy, this is nice to see.
This is the set of Bubblegum Crisis and all the scenery things with the Bubblegum Crisis. So again, I even pulled the so again I'll start from the beginning. Bubblegum Crisis of course has 8 OVAs, so they released a CD for every one. So Bubblegum Crisis for number 1, that's the number 2, which has Mad Machine, which is
one of the best songs.
Yeah. And there's number 2, there's number 3 there, yeah. Okay, number
Revenge
4,
Road.
Revenge Road, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. 5, which is Moonlight Ramber. Okay, like that one there. There's 6, 7, which has all the singing, which I really like.
Yes,
Say Yes and
the singing was one of the highlights of the show.
And then Scoop Chase, right? Yeah. And then of course, these are the 3 for Crash. So
we were never a fan of Crash.
Yeah, of course, but they made them. There's a complete vocal collection. I even have one for specifically for the AD Police.
I remember that.
Okay, and that's your concert one for
Bunkers Tokyo 2040.
Yeah, 2040.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, this is really wild to see this stuff.
So again, you mentioned Dirty Pair Project Eden. Okay, the movie, and so that's the main soundtrack for Dirty Pair Project Eden.
Good sound.
Great ending theme song. Great on that one.
Yes, really good.
Yeah. And this is these ones are for the Dirty Pair TV series. Okay.
We're talking like 1982.
So this is like really 19. Yeah, something like that.
I think it's 82, 83.
Yeah. This is a reprint because the date on it's 97.
Yeah, right.
But,
of course.
So Dirty Pair TV series, and then this is the for Flash. There's a Flash.
Right, I remember that.
Okay.
The OVA
Now,
series.
I'm gonna go back to the TV series right here. Although this TV series has the opening and ending theme song, which is Rah Rah Russian Roulette, okay, I also bought the little mini CD singles for them, okay. So this little mini CD single is the opening theme song, Rah Rah Russian Roulette, okay, and it's in one of these rather hard to find CD single jewel cases.
I haven't
It's
seen
a
one
jewel
of these,
case designed for a CD single. And for all the people who don't know what a CD single is, I'll open it up here. Okay.
Oh, jeez, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
Okay. It's a mini CD, only 3 inches in diameter, by comparison.
With one song on it.
Yeah, with essentially the one song on it. It's also just by comparison. I'll just pull up the other CD. Okay. And that gives you the perspective difference between a CD single and the actual CD.
Now people just hit a download button.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Well, like having physical items is so cool for all this stuff, you know? It's not just like some MP3 files floating in a hard drive. You have something physical that you can remember it from.
Yeah. And I think that you know, like for example, the Unidisc and that kind of stuff, by buying actual the discs and stuff, they throw a lot of cool stuff in the discs.
Yes.
Which makes it collectible, like, you know, the Project Echo and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
if you
like
bought
the
it early,
figure and the artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And the song
the liner notes and that kind of stuff.
I like
It's
it.
great.
This is trippy. This is gonna be trippy.
Okay. Well, one of the videos that you mentioned was you bought the Macross set, and you also got the Mosquito one.
Yes.
Well, so I pulled the entire set out for you. So, so this is for the soundtrack for Southern Cross, which is the middle one of the set.
Stupid, I mentioned Cavalry Southern Cross. I can't believe I still remember.
And then there's your Mosquito. Okay. So soundtrack 1 and 2, and this one here is is the collection, which includes all of like quote yellow dancers singing and that kind of stuff.
Do you have the Love Live Alive, that one?
Yeah, that as well too. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
It's buried in here somewhere.
I'm sure.
So those are from Mosquito, and of course for all those people who like, you know, aren't used to the Japanese version of those, these are the 2 English versions that they released for that series. So this is the Robotech from the TV series collection set, and then of course this is the actual soundtrack, which also contains that.
That's cool. Those are pretty rare. That's pretty rare now.
They are available, but they're pretty rare.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, they're either they're super rare and expensive, but I've never seen those online.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, and again, you got some fighting, some fighting, animes made into fighting games, like Street Fighter. Well, these are all the some of the CDs for the Fatal Fury series. So that's the soundtrack for Fatal Fury 1 and 2. Fatal Fury 1, and that's Fatal Fury 2.
Oh,
and then
look at that one.
This is Art of Fighting, which is also in that same artist that they made the anime for that one too.
That's really cool to see.
So there's a soundtrack for that. So these are some of my recommendations of some good soundtracks and some things that I personally like that you might be interested in. Okay, so I pulled this one out. Okay. It's called the Best of the Pink Pineapple Collection, okay? Now, Pink Pineapple is the hentai division of a particular company, which, anyway, so one of the animes on here that I really liked was an anime called Parade.
Yes.
Okay? And like most, short OVAs, a lot of them don't have their own soundtrack.
Right.
So, the Parade is about an idol singer, okay? Yeah. And so, and I really like the way that she sings the songs in that OVA, but the problem is they only have a short chunk of it.
Right.
So when you get, hung up on a song, you're going, well, where the hell am I going to get the rest of the song? And so they released the second OVA. Parade has 2 OVAs. Right. But still, they didn't have enough of the song. So for the longest time, I've been only playing one verse of the song because that's all they had. And then all of a sudden, I saw the ad for this thing called the Best of the Pink Pineapple Collection. Yeah. I'm thinking, that's gotta have it. I mean, so went out to the store, ordered it in, and surprise, surprise, the second song is exactly that song.
How much was the CD?
3,000 yen, so $30.
$30 for that, eh? Wow,
yeah.
I want to see the song.
Yeah, just to get one song.
It's worth it.
And the thing is that according to the ad, you didn't even know if the CD was going to contain that song.
You took a gamble.
You just said I just knew that Pink Pineapple was the company that made it. I didn't have this picture of the CD here, so I couldn't see that picture is the picture of the OVA that I'm trying to get at. All I saw was Best of the Pink Pineapple Collection. Here's the price, here's the code number, That's it.
Yeah.
I just took it to the bookstore and said, "Hey, order me the CD," and then that's one of the gambles that paid off.
Nice.
One of these days, I'll maybe in my own webcast, I'll bring up some CDs that didn't turn out.
Yeah, so there's lots of those, right? All the drama CDs.
Okay, a lot of people ask, can you give me a good recommendation on a Gundam CD? Because there's lots of good Gundam music. So I suggest this one here, which is the Gundam Singles History. Okay, and this basically covers all of the early Gundams. So Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta Gundam. Double Zeta Gundam is one of my more favorite animes soundtrack, especially.
The music's great in it.
Oh yeah. And if you're wondering,
and you got to tell people you owned a store.
I owned a store.
Anime Janai, and that was based on the song from Double Zeta Gundam.
Yes. Anime Janai. I made a store called Anime Janai, and then if someone comes up to me and has to ask me a question about Anime Janai, it tells me it's a test actually.
Yeah.
It tells me how good you are at anime.
Yeah.
See, if you have to come up to me and say, "Well, what does Anime Janai mean?"
Yes.
Then that means you're a total noob because you could, you could have went and asked somebody Japanese, "Oh, Anime Janai." Well, it means it's not anime.
Yeah.
Well, why in the hell did you call an anime store? It's not anime.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, that's what happens. Like the second question, that's the second part of the test, right?
Yeah.
Is if you have to ask me, why did you call an anime store, it's not anime, because it's the opening theme song for Double Zeta Gundam.
Exactly. Anime Janai. I know. Anybody in the know knows that.
So that's the two-step test.
Everybody, you've heard it here. So if you want to pass the test, know what Anime Janai stands for.
That's it. Okay. So another classic one for all you Final Fantasy people. This is Fei Wong album, and she does the ending theme song for Final Fantasy. Right? Eyes on Me, right?
Yes. Oh, that. Oh, so she got this in her own.
Yeah. So this is her own album that has Eyes on Me on it, and plus all the other stuff that she does.
Yeah, I think everybody over here just sings Final Fantasy VIII, right? Yeah. So that is for Final Fantasy VIII, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just on the spur of the moment.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull a bunch of Street Fighter CDs out here. This one and this one. And the reason I pull these ones out is because they're done by the artwork is done by Satoshi Ushihara, who also does Plastic Little. Okay.
And Langrisser.
And he also does Line Greaser. Yeah. And the main reason why I like to pull this one out is because he does a really nice job of these Chun-Li pictures inside.
You gotta get closer so people can see. No, he's such a great artist, but yeah, he did a lot of hentai work, this guy, man. Yeah. I have his art books.
Yes, we nicknamed him the Breast Man.
He's the Breast Man. Especially Plastic Little was ridiculous for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is another real off one, okay, that people won't recognize. This is one of these Street Fighter 2 image CDs. And the reason why I pulled this one out in special is because this one has a vocal version for each of the different stages of Street Fighter.
What?
Okay, so for example, Ryu's stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they got the guy from the famous band Hikaru Genji to sing the song to the tune of Ryu.
That's crazy.
Okay, Chun-Li song is done by a woman from Doko, and Doko is the band or the female band that does the opening theme song for Ranma 1/2.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so you get a singing version of Chun-Li song.
They put a lot of work into the soundtrack.
And for all you fans, M. Bison, the boxer, is sung in English by an American bassist who does B.B. King's band.
What?
Okay, he sings M. Bison's song.
I gotta get a copy of this.
So this is so if you want to see here, you really love Street Fighter and you want to hear a vocal version of everybody's theme, this one has it.
So what's it called? It's a Street Fighter 2.
It's called the Street Fighter 2 Image Arrange, I think it's called.
Image Arrange, yeah.
For sure too. So, to bring up this CD, this one is called Ambience, okay? They're kind of a flashy metal band. The reason I pulled this one up is because these guys do the opening theme song for the animated X-Men. Okay, so again, there's this US version of the X-Men TV series. But when they brought it over to Japan, the Japanese redid the entire opening theme song in Japanese animation style. And these guys do a kind of a really, fast, heavy metal theme to that song. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, you'll be amazed at what X-Men looks like in anime style.
That's pretty awesome.
So check these guys. Ambience. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pull out a couple of CDs which are for video games. Okay, so your crowd that you have there that you probably didn't think had soundtracks. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the soundtrack for Sylphied. So for all you Sega CD guys there, wow, that was a great game.
These are really rare.
This is so this is the full soundtrack without all the explosions and the shooting that you need from that game. Okay, here's another one. It's called Wizardry. Okay, so while I like myself, while most of my friends were playing on the Atari and on their Intellivisions and ColecoVisions, I was playing on the Apple II, and I was playing this game called Wizardry. Now, the reason I pulled up Wizardry is because it was made by a company named Surtech, and if you remember, the two original people for Surtech was Andrew Greenberg and another person named Robert Woodhead.
Wow. So Robert Woodhead of Anime Ego.
Of Anime Ego.
Holy wow.
Okay.
So they developed that back then.
They developed it, yeah. They made this game back then.
Oh my god.
And these are the soundtracks for both the first and second. So this is the Wizardry, and this is the second version, which is Legacy M.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So that's the story behind that one. Master of Monsters.
I know this one is a strategy game with the monsters. Yeah.
Exactly, with the monsters, and this is the soundtrack. I really like.
Is that from the PC Engine version, or is that from
I think this is for the Sega Genesis version.
Sega Genesis version, right?
This one I spent hours playing. Columns.
It's good music. It's a classic game.
It is. It's classic game, good music. And I know this is a personal favorite of yours.
Yes.
Yes.
This
is the soundtrack for
Darius 2 Zentada there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. That's it.
Any Zentada soundtrack's great.
Yes, exactly. Now, if I'm going to make a recommendation on a Gundam CD, this is probably the best Gundam CD, MSO8 team.
I agree.
Ending theme song, probably one of the best ending theme songs out there as well. So just that one right there.
Really nice.
10 years after, yeah, definitely. Okay. And one of my favorite games I played a lot of is, of course, Langreaser. And so this is the actual soundtrack for Langreaser 1. This is for the PC Engine version, which actually, surprisingly enough, the PC Engine version actually has, I think, a better soundtrack.
Yes.
Although this has two ending theme songs sung by the two different voice actors on this.
Oh wow!
So that's
I prefer the Mega Drive version, like when obviously it was called War Song when they brought it over here.
This happens to be the same soundtrack, but this is for the this is for the Sega Genesis version. Right. And I just find it just doesn't have as much energy as the original.
And I'll counter argue with you on that because I played the Genesis version, so it was my first experience into it, and I always think of the Genesis music. So I actually got a copy of that CD off years ago.
And this is the Langreaser 2 soundtrack. Okay. I really like the music on this one because again, there's a nice guitar pieces and that kind of stuff and riffs and that kind of stuff in that particular one. Definitely one of my favorite CDs for that.
So Will has just pulled out his Laserdiscs, and there is a ton of box sets here. I mean, for some collectors out there, they're going to be blown away by this. Like, we're talking, we got like the Zeta Gundam Memorial box set, Or Battler Dumbines in here, and you said this is not all of your Laserdiscs.
No, this is just like probably like not even a third. Probably.
So let's have a look at some of these. This is real hidden treasure. I love it. Oh my god.
Okay, so here's one of your favorites right here.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is Genesis Climber Mospeada. So that's the last part of the Robotech series there. And I got this because, of course, when they made Robotech, right? They cut up all the episodes and made it about
the next generation
and all that. So so in order to get the uncut version, I decided to go buy the Laserdisc for that.
This is amazing. I've never ever. How much did this cost?
Oh, these things are expensive.
Holy, this is... I'm not going to take it out. Look at the artwork on there, too. That's beautiful. That is buried treasure. That's amazing.
Okay, what else I got here? Let's see. Another one that you mentioned was a Pat Labor.
Holy cow.
So... Okay. So out of this box is the entire box set for Pat Labor. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
So when they released the series, they called them they labeled it with a P, so P1.
Yeah.
Okay. And each of these ones contained like what episodes? So here's P2, P3, 4. Yeah.
I don't think you have enough.
Yeah. See.
I think you need more. That's impressive, man.
Okay. So each of these ones contain the episodes for the TV series, Pat Labor, and we subtitled all these episodes. This is like the 3rd series that we worked on.
And that's why you bought them all, was to subtitle them.
Yeah, so it's because it's a really popular series. About mecha and that kind of stuff. I know Daisuke really likes the captain in this series.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The artwork's fantastic, isn't it?
The antics of Oda in this one, that was a funny one. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And then there's the changing of the that. Then this is the rise of the Zero. Okay.
That's
So,
ridiculous.
yeah, so that's the entire.
Open up your box. We'll see this back in. That's nuts, man. Like the amount of money that you spent. That's all I see when I see these Laserdiscs.
Yeah.
Is the expense of all these. Like, how much is the Mosquito one again?
The price is usually written on the back there.
I don't even want to see. Mosquito one. Oh, $420 for this Mosquito one.
There you go. And each of these Pat Labor ones, $78.
$70. And how many OVAs or episodes were on each one?
There's 4.
Yeah.
4 episodes, and there's 48
I'll move
episodes.
these out.
Yeah. So that one here. Yeah. Okay.
This is nice.
Yeah. City Hunter was also a really popular series that had a lot of episodes and a lot of OVAs and that kind of stuff for. So this is part of my City Hunter set here. So that's from the TV series. Okay, that's the City Hunter special. One of the OVAs. That's another one of the OVAs.
And
3rd TV series.
And everybody's gonna realize that this was the best way to watch anime back then.
That's the movie Magnum's Love's Destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this was the best way to watch them. That's why you bought all of these.
Yeah, well, it's the highest quality, right? You didn't have to worry about the loss in quality due to VHS or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's another thing that's a lost art is these boxes. These are what they would refer to as record mailers.
Yeah.
But of course, no one ships records anymore, so you can't go to Staples and buy them anymore. This particular box is what I refer to as the G Gundam box. It's one of the one of the forgotten series of Gundam, but it's one of the, to me, one of the popular ones. This one they released in 2-volume boxes.
This is the Gundam fighting one, wasn't
yeah,
it?
It's the Gundam fighting one. Where
I remember that.
all the different countries of the world are represented.
Yeah, with their own Gundam mech.
with their own Gundam mechs. And it was really funny is that you couldn't get away with it nowadays is because
they're so nice looking.
yeah, is that they're stereotyping all the different nations.
Right.
Right? It's like so you have the Canadian Gundam, which is a
Red and
lumberjack.
white. Oh, he's a lumberjack.
He's a lumberjack, okay? And the U.S. Gundam is a cowboy wearing a star.
Of course.
And his gun is a revolver, okay? Like
it's fun. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah.
And the French, the Neo France Gundam is like this guy that looks like is like wears the big Napoleon hat.
Of course.
Uses a saber.
What was the Chinese one? Was that like some girl in a kimono mech or something?
No, it was a dragon.
Dragon, yeah.
And the guy happens to be this kind of a monk, a Buddhist monk fighter,
That's
Shaolin.
funny.
Yeah, just like okay.
I'll help you pull out some of these, like, cause we can't get through every single one. It's like impossible. You have too much. You have too much of a collection to show.
Yeah.
Isn't that impossible? That's
go.
amazing.
So he's holding up Gundam. The Zeta Gundam came in 2 boxes. Okay, so all 50 episodes came in these 2 boxes.
So one box set cost you $370. So this is $370 right here.
And this is 410. So
That's
now
stupid.
you got all that, yeah.
Oh, this is a nice one. I'll bring out the other one.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah. On the same token, yeah, there you go. See, Aurora Battler Dunbine. Okay. So same sort of era
$350 for this one and $350 for that one. See, so my price tag's here, $35.
Yeah. That's...
Oh, this one must have mean it's free. Yeah, right. Well, and you open it up and there's like the volumes inside there. This is amazing.
Yeah. I know as the usual what they love to do is because they got all the extra room in the box, they always come with really nice books.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. And the booklets always come with character artwork, sketches, and that kind of stuff, so you can see how the characters are drawn, and how the mechas are drawn, and that kind of stuff. Sheet music is also usually sometimes in them as well. Makes it really popular.
Oh, DNA's. Wow, this is a really rare one. That's a really rare one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only my start for this one.
This is for really old school. Oh, isn't that interesting?
This is the US version.
Isn't it? Yeah. You gotta tell everybody what it is. That obnoxious alien.
Yes, it's. This is the box for Urushure Atsura. Okay, those obnoxious aliens. But this is the US release version. So before Anime Ego released it on DVD, they actually produced an English version on Laserdisc.
And was that expensive to get? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know VHS tapes are so expensive back then, right?
Yeah. So this is the entire like 10 Laserdiscs of Urushure Atsura that Anime Ego released on DVD. And that's not all of it either, because they stopped making it. And then they switched over to making it on DVD.
This is just so interesting, all these boxes they have.
What else did they make? What's this?
Oh, Heavy Metal L Game. Right here. And you guys subtitled this?
Yeah, we subtitled that one. That was one of the very few the things that actually made it to DVD.
Wow. Yeah, there's no English version of this?
There's no English version for that.
Is there? No, not that I know of. Wow, look at these box sets back then. They really are amazing. Look at that. You don't see this stuff anymore this way. And at the time, you probably thought this format would last forever. You know what I mean? You kind of thought, well, I think this is going to be the format that's going to be going for a long time. Then all of a sudden DVDs came out.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this will get replaced eventually. And now even our DVDs are kind of not...
All DVDs are now getting replaced with Blu-ray.
Blu-rays, I know.
And who knows when they, release the, 4K versions or whatever. And then...
Well, I think I'm happy with 1080, man. Remember back in the day, we were just happy that it wasn't blurry on the screen and the lines going through it. So
yeah, exactly. As long as the tracking wasn't off and we weren't losing colors, then that was.
I was happy with. I was more than happy with that. Yeah. So jeez. Any other highlight moments in here? Like,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh, jeez, you got some really interesting stuff.
So this is another really popular series that we subtitled. Okay, so this is a series called Heaven Wars Shurato. Okay, so on the same theme of Saint Seiya, which is a lot of Greek mythology and
the gods,
and all that kind of stuff. So this is the same kind of guy, guys wearing armors and that kind of stuff, but they all were off of Vishnu. Okay? Yeah. So basically all this,
Yeah, really nice. That's all like hand done.
Yeah, this is like
charcoal-y kind of stuff. Yeah.
So this is another one of these series that we subtitled basically, the battle of the.
Really nice. These are so rare. Like, wow.
Yeah, that was another really popular series. Again, one of the ones that I was really interested in, and it's also one of those ones where I'll make a quick reference to the CD because it's really funny. One of the CDs, I remember I was commenting that I was buying CDs and I didn't know what I was buying, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have a way to listen to the CD before you bought it. So one of the ones I bought was one for Shurato, and it ended up being a drama CD.
Yes. Oh, I remember that.
And it's all talking, so there's no singing, no soundtracks or anything. But but the unique thing about Shurato is that instead of letting doujin artists and other people make fun of Shurato, they decided to make fun of themselves.
Oh, I think you said this.
So on the CD, what they did is they voice acted. They got the original voice actors to voice act all these funny skits, making fun of themselves.
That's crazy.
And for the most part, I didn't know what they're talking about, except the odd one here and there. One of the funniest ones that I'll make a mention of that is because there's only one female character in Shurato that wears a shakti, which is Renge.
Yeah.
Her voice actor also does Mega Man Hashira. She does Ranma's.
Wow.
Okay. So on one of the skits, they made one called Renge 1/3.
Of course.
And the concept is whenever they dumped water on her, she'd turn into the other form.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guys got really, so Shirado got really funny. He said, "Well, we'll just keep splashing her water to see what happens."
Eventually, right?
Yeah. And eventually, she got so angry, she blew them all up with her special attack.
Of course, right? Of course. What is this one's?
Okay. This one is a series called Sonic Soldier Borgman.
Oh man, I know Borgman. Yeah, this is so nice. This is such a revisit to the 1990s.
Okay. And the reason I like this one is because the artwork is all done by Michitaka Kikuchi, right? So he's a really.
Oh, he's a great artist.
Yeah. He's
a Zero-Rhymer.
Yeah, he's sort of like the second twin to Kiyozumiya. There's a rumor that Michitaka Kikuchi and Kiyozumiya are both the same person.
Really?
For some reason, they never show up in the same room at
just
the same time.
Just one of those things. An urban legend.
Yeah, urban legend. That's right. Because they work on virtually all the same kind of series, right?
Yeah.
Borgman, Zero-Rhymer, Silent Mobius, and
That's awesome. I love Borgman. You guys subtitled Borgman?
Yeah, we did Borgman as well.
Wow. Yeah. There were so many shows even back in the day I never watched of yours. It was impossible to keep up.
We did about 1,000 different shows and movies and that kind of stuff for them.
Let's go for something unique over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this all Lanza?
No.
Lanza?
Okay, so another one of these, one of the very last series that we ever worked on was this one called SPT Lasenar.
Thank you for pronouncing that because I've never known how to pronounce it. I think it's just a spit. Yeah. SPT or whatever. Wow, this is nice. Yeah. This is really
SPT Lasenar, yeah.
Look at this stuff. That is really cool. Look at the artwork on these back in the day. That's great. I like that stuff too. Is this a good story? Is this a good anime?
Yeah, it's basically the concept is on a base on Mars where it's still a Cold War exists. And, this alien technology starts coming in, and almost causes another world war. And and then basically this AG guy picks up this basically a girl from the Russian side.
Yeah.
And they basically this band of students
that
survived the Mars attack basically work back to Earth and they find out that these I'm not gonna I won't tell you what happened at the end about
I don't know what it is. There's something about those 80s TV shows, I love the storylines of them all.
But definitely one of the things I like about it is the theme song was really good on that one.
Right.
I really like that one. Okay. Here's another one of Daisuke's favorites.
I've never seen this. I know nothing about it.
It's called Miracle Girls.
Yes.
Okay. Now this is one of the ones where Daisuke got the first set of the series.
Right.
And then another person in the anime club bought the second half.
Right.
And he's got the second half right now. But yeah, this is one of the series where twin sisters have this ability, to have some sort of magical abilities. Okay. Yeah. Teleportation. And,
of course.
Levitation and all that sort of stuff. And then basically this is how they deal with everything from boyfriends to getting their homework done and
with their special powers and things getting in the way. Yeah. That's very Orange Roady too, isn't that?
That's half the reason why I like Orange Roady.
That's right.
It brings you back to the high school days, but you never had ESP powers and all that kind of stuff.
I just have to go and just kind of. This is crazy. And we didn't even go through all of those. We'd be here for hours. What other ones do you want to show?
I just want to show the last one out of this box that we did. This is called Himi-chan's Ribbon. Okay. And this is another one of the Daisuke Magical Girl shows the Daisuke did. And I particularly like this one because there's a story arc in the very first part, the first 16 episodes. We actually cut it together into a 2-hour movie for one of our showcases. Remember those things that we used to do at Douglas College?
Douglas College, yeah.
Yeah. We're looking for a movie feature that we did. We decided to put a whole bunch of the episodes in the first 16 episode story arc and put that together in a movie. Yeah. And just to quickly summarize, it's a magical girl show where in order to be a magical princess, okay, the princess has to give a useful magical item to someone on the Earth, and that person on the Earth has to test it out.
Right.
And then if they deem it to be a useful magic item, then she becomes a princess. So this princess finds a girl that looks like herself named Himi-chan, and her magical invention is a ribbon that allows her to change her form to another person's form, so she can look like somebody else.
Okay.
Okay. The problem with the ribbon, of course, it's a time limit.
Okay.
So if she doesn't change back to herself after a certain amount of time, she will be stuck in that in that other form that she is. So, going through the various different things, she just she's trying to chase after her boyfriend, and so she changed herself into her rival, shall we say? Okay. And she runs out of time.
Oh, so she gets stuck as that other person.
Yeah.
Guy or girl?
Girl.
Okay.
Right.
And then this guy doesn't like this other girl. And
the other girl is trying to, so
right.
Now she has other problems, and I'm not gonna give away how she gets out of that.
That's an interesting premise.
Yeah. But you can see the price tag on this one.
What the?
$872.
$872? Yeah. Oh my God. This is crazy.
So yeah.
This is crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy day. There was so much to check out. And after, as I say, I finished filming all of that, I thought, I didn't even get half, or not even 1/5, his collection. I wasn't even near it. And it was very frustrating. I've been very frustrated for a year because there was only so much I could grab that day. And if you guys are interested, I will go back over to the King of Smut's house and film more of his collection. I had so much fun. You can see that in the video. If you guys are still here, I want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed looking at his crazy collection from the 80s and 90s. I'm still blown away with it to this day. So anyways, guys, until next time.